This lecture will serve as a very brief introduction to the art in China before 1200. Art production in China goes back many, many thousands of years to the Neolithic period. But discussing art in China as a unified concept is very problematic. Chinese art was coined as a term in the 19th century by European scholars to distinguish the art of this region from European art. Later, during the Republic of China period, the government wanted to see the artistic production of the past as united and culturally similar. But of course, China is a very large country with many different climates, languages, and cultures, and it's a heterogeneous society. So whatever unifying terms we discuss should be really taken with a grain of salt. The object I'm showing you here is a jade song from the Liangzhu dynasty or period that goes back to the Neolithic era in China. It is carved out of jade, a very prestigious and precious material that is very hard and extremely difficult to work. So it shows tremendous skill. It belongs to a category of objects that were found over here in Liangzhu. And you'll notice that this is a region that is situated between two rivers, the Yangtze River and the Lao River. This is a fertile area, almost like a fertile crescent, that we see many Neolithic cultures emerge during the Neolithic period in China, which runs from about 6000 BCE to 2000 BCE. The Song are jade objects that were found among the graves of the Liangzhu culture in the eastern province of Jiangsu, near present-day Shanghai. The Song is a category of object made of jade, which is a very hard and prestigious material, and they consist of a circular tube shape with protruding square corners. And you can see it's hard to tell that this is that this has angled edges, but it does have a circle in the center and is kind of square shaped on the sides. They appear in short segments like this piece, or in longer pieces with decorative sections along the length of the object. These song tubes are often found with B discs, and this is a B that is a flat disc shape. And these are kind of some of the most mysterious objects around Chinese culture. They are the principal jade objects that are found in these Liangzhu culture sites. There are many different interpretations of what they might be. Later Zhou and Han texts refer to the ritual use of these as representing the earth and the heavens, but we have very little knowledge of what their original meaning might have been. Some scholars have suggested that the round, square shape may have developed from some kind of jewelry or bracelet shape. It's unclear what their function would have been, but they were found in the tombs of people who must have been very elite, because this is a very precious material. So I've listed some really important things to note about these objects: that they have a particular form, they have a particular material. Jade, as I mentioned, is very hard and difficult to work, so it would have required skill. And there's a video right after this one which gives you a sense of how you work jade. It cannot be carved, and it must be abraded in order to create the ornamentation. Sometimes in these we see stylized facial features, and you can see here that there's sort of two eyes and a mouth. The function of them, as I mentioned, is somewhat mysterious, but we do know that they were found in a funerary context. Some of the forms that we see on these, for instance, these stylized features and sometimes the faces of mythical or imaginary animals, are somewhat similar to later Chinese art. And so we can kind of see some continuity between the Neolithic era and later eras in Chinese art.